but to pay God first, whatever particular amount. Money and stewardship is very personal. It's very private. I don't know what any of you give. I don't want to know. I have a list, Excel spreadsheet that comes to me from $50 pledged per year to the total amount. That is totally separate, just so I have the calculations and the average and the median. I have another list of who pledges by alphabetical order. There's no connection whatsoever to how much people give. I don't have that. Even though the rector has the right to know that, I don't want to know that. So, what I do is I pay God first, and that helps me keep the focus on the cross in my daily life and how I go about, whether I pay quarterly or twice a year or whatever. It reminds me to be working toward the tithe, which is the minimum in the Episcopal Church. And many of us are working toward that, depending on our particular financial situation. You've heard me say in sermons before that the number one topic other than Jesus in the New Testament is about the love of money. It's a very private thing for us. We heard last week, you cannot love God and love money. We know as Christians to be careful with that. We also wanted to share with you some statistics about the New Testament, that in the first two books, Matthew and Mark, every 10th verse is about the subject of poverty or injustice or wealth or oppression. Every 16th verse in the New Testament is about that topic, about how we care for those in need. In the book of Luke, it's every 7th verse. So it's very present in our scriptures in the life of Christ. And we doubled our outreach money this year, from last year to this year. We're doing new things. We're doing our Refugee Services of Texas. We have another thing. I just emailed Dick and Jim Bedell about something here local in Keller that's just come upon our radar. So we are continuing, and you are a very generous church. Of all the 19 zip code parties that I went to, the thing that you said you wanted to do, the thing that was number one, that everything in the 19 was outreach. We continue to do that. We have a reach, looking out toward others in need. And so I would ask you also, and I'm just going to share this with you as a former banker, because we've had some increase in our property insurance and health insurance and utilities, I'm asking everyone to prayerfully consider raising your pledge next year 5%. So what I used to do is go, okay, what did I pledge this year? Oh yeah, okay, well I'll do the same thing. No, and I go, oh no, Scott, there's increased costs. Can you be part of the solution? So I'm going to ask you to pray about that from this year to next year, considering raising that 5%. And again, I don't know what you give and whatever it's between you and God and your own situation. Lastly, I just wanted to remind ourselves, again, it's how much we have, because we're so blessed in the first world, but it's also how we can share not only our a treasure, but our time and talent with those in need around our own community and around the world. So thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your being able to begin to think and to pray about what you feel called to do for 2017. And now